Hello and welcome to my video. If you're new here, my husband, dog and I recently moved from Sydney to our 100-acre property in Tasmania. I hope you will join us as we discover the most beautiful parts of Tasmania, learn to live in a tiny house and a large property, and eventually start building our house. Hello, so today is another vlog of the last couple of weeks. Luke was away for work during this time, so you won't see him at all, but he will be back in the next video. I had to go into Hobart and I took the opportunity to visit TMAG, so that is the Tasmanian Museum and Art Gallery. It was definitely worth the visit. It's free, so if you're ever in Hobart, I can recommend it. Part of it is a history museum and the other part is the art gallery. I only visited the art gallery and I honestly didn't see a big chunk of it. I only had time to see a few of the exhibitions. It was recently the 1-year anniversary of when we adopted Toffee, so she ended up getting a treat and an extra long walk to celebrate. My sister and I spent the afternoon ripping out weeds near our driveway. It was mostly to make some room so that the guy who fills our water tank could get through. But as it's a noxious weed, it was also killing two birds with one stone. We recently had a really cold night and I ended up sleeping on the couch because it was so cold in the bedroom. The heater is in the living room, it comes out under the couch. It was just much warmer on the couch. And then in the morning, Toffee ended up coming up for some cuddles. I didn't realise, but I was filming in slow motion. So I could change it back, but I actually think it looks kind of cool. Look at that tongue. We've had a frost. Still frosty up there, which is why it was so cold last night. Look at yeah. What you doing? Thought I'd show you a bit of our issues with our clothesline at the moment. I call it the clothes hanging debacle. You have to go up and down the step ladder, which I am a little bit scared of heights, understatement of the century, and so it's not fun. Definitely going to have to find a solution that doesn't require going up and down a death trap every time you need to do a load of washing, but the solution has not come to us yet. I'm taking the time while I'm not working to sort through our containers. What I'm doing is I'm going through the containers, seeing what's in each, numbering the container, and then putting it all into a register. So in this tub we have clothes, we've got towels, we've got toothbrushes, whatever. Because at the moment we don't know where anything is. I'm not doing a super thorough job, I'm not writing exactly what's in them, but it gives us a better idea of which tubs to look in if we're looking for something in particular. I'm getting some mould issues from all the condensation. So we had a few days of rain, which I didn't film. This is me enjoying the sun after a few days of rain, and getting some vitamin D, which is always needed in a Tasmanian winter. Toffee loves going into the dam and having a splash around. I try not to let her do it too often because she gets very smelly, but on this day she ended up in there, so I decided to let her have a little play. I waited for her sitting on a rock and she ran all the way up the hill, which is hard work, I can tell you. Finally, we picked up a 1,000-litre water tank from someone on Facebook Marketplace. We've decided we've had enough of doing weekly dump runs for our black water, so this will allow us to do about 1 month. We'd have to empty the onboard water tank from the bottom of the bus into this water tank once a week, as we have been doing up until now, but we don't have to empty it at the dump point every week, which will save us a fair bit of time and petrol. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a like. It really helps me out. I upload some Sundays with all sorts of weird and wonderful videos I find interesting, and I hope to see you then. Bye!